Hey, how's it going? And today I just want to do something fun, and I call this launching a mannequin into space. Or technically, I guess you could say low Earth orbit. So every once in a while I like to do something that's just fun. So anyway, to do this, we're in the engine 5.3.2, and we're just going to go into simulation, and we're just going to go into blank simulation. And the reason I like this one is that it has a built-in sky. Once you get above the clouds, you can start going into space and see stars. So I like that. Here we are. So the first thing we need to do, there's a few things we need to do to make this work. I was playing around with this for a couple of hours, but we're going to make sure your place actors tab is open, and then you're just going to search for a plane, a ground plane here. And let's just drag that onto the scene. Just put it over here. Let me slow my camera down a little bit. And we're just going to, it looks like it's Z fighting there a little bit, so let's bring it up. And we're just going to scale this thing up a little bit here. So let me just use these controls here. And let's see, we want to probably make it longer this way. I don't know if we need to make it longer. Let me look at this. It's hard to tell. I guess we should go ahead and add our mannequin right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go add. And we're going to go add feature or content pack, and we're going to add our third person template, and then close this window. And now let me just hit play so I can, oh, I've got to, excuse me. One thing we got to do is go into world settings and turn on the VP, third person game mode. Now let me hit play. And yeah, this needs to be a lot bigger. So maybe at least 4 tiles wide at least. So okay, just needed to check that. Okay, so let me just drag these then and scale this out. About 4 tiles. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this is basically our launch pad that we're building right here. So you could really, if you wanted to have fun with this, really dress this thing up and really make it cool. So the other thing I want to do is I want to test the rotation and see if I can rotate this. So how much I can rotate this thing. So I want to be able to so I can rotate it. That's great. All right, so we're all good to go with that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go get a cube and drag this onto the scene here. And this is just strictly for reference purposes. So let me just drag that right there. And that's good enough, I think. And then we're going to go ahead and get a trigger box and drag this onto the scene right here. And we'll just put it on the other side of our cube here. And I might just go into the, let me go back into the details panel here. There's a setting here called line thickness, and let's go ahead and turn that up. And then we want to scale this thing up too. So let me just drag it this way here, and we'll drag it up here. And we just want to make sure it's not actually overlapping with anything. And then let me go into top view and make sure I'm lined up here. Gosh, I really have to scroll out here. So I just want to make sure that I'm lined up here with this box. Because what's going to happen is our player character is going to jump over this box. Okay, that's great. I don't need to save that. And let's just go back into perspective view now. Okay, and then the last thing that we need to add to complete this, I can actually raise this up higher. The last thing that we need to add is the radial force. And like I said, this thing is pretty darn amazing here. And we don't want to be shy about using this thing. Not for this particular example. So while I have this here, we'll just go ahead and adjust these settings. So the radius, we're really going to jump it up, make it bigger. So I'll just say, what is that? 600. Have that at 600. We're going to put this, believe it or not, we're going to check this velocity change here. We're going to put this at 200,000. And then we're going to put the force at 200. And I don't think this makes a difference, but I'm going to put this at 20. So it's basically 200,000, 220. Check that box and make sure your radius is nice and big. And that's all we have to do with that. I need to check on this cube, and I guess I should make sure that I guess it doesn't have to be movable. I'm going to set it to movable anyway. Okay, so now what we want to do is in the outliner here, we have our plane, and we just want to make everything a child of that plane. So the radial force, the trigger box, those three things, we want to make those all children of the plane. Okay, and then once we have that set, we'll have our trigger box selected in the scene. We're going to go into the level blueprint, click that, click that, click that, and then we'll go ahead and dock this up here. We'll move away from all that stuff, and we're just going to right click and go add event, collision, on actor, begin overlap. So we got that. Then we're going to go back into the scene, and we're going to select our radial force. We'll go back into the level blueprint, up here to level blueprint. We're going to right click and create a reference to that. And then all we have to do is right click, turn off context sensitive, and search for fire. And we're going to get fire impulse. And all we're going to do is plug this into there and this into there. And this is what's going to trigger or fire our radial force, hopefully. So I keep clicking save and I don't want to save it. Okay, now let's go down here into the scene. And what we should be able to do is now rotate this. Yeah, okay. Click on the plane here. Click the space bar, and we should be able to rotate it upwards toward the sky. We need to rotate it more. It looks like we're going to have to drag this up too. So let me hold the whole thing up like that. And I think we want to rotate it a little bit more like that. And let's just pull it out of the ground, make sure it's not on the ground. And that's pretty steep, so this should do it for us. So I just want to make sure that my radial force hasn't moved. So let me check on that. No, it hasn't moved. So that's it. That is our launcher, and let's see what happens when I hit play. This should be fun. So I'll hit play. Come into the scene here. I actually don't want to, I want to come, I get into some issues I think when let me just escape for a second here. I don't want to hit, I want to be able to get on this thing and not trigger the trigger box. So it looks like I can walk right by it. So let me hit play again. Okay, so I'm going to just try to walk past the trigger box without triggering it. And then I'm just going to come this way. And you'll see what happens when I jump over it. Did you see what happened? I'm on my way. Is that not incredible? Look at this. Look. Hey Mom, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to Starlink. The only thing that I don't even have my hand on anything, it's just going on its own right now. And what's amazing about this is that it almost looks like the DreamWorks logo, but I don't know how far to go. I haven't tested it, but it's pretty cool, I think. I could get rid of those clouds, the tiling in the clouds, and then you could really see him going into space. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. You can play with the settings and have a great day, and I hope you enjoy this.